Droughts in the western United States are becoming more frequent and severe. Removing non-functional turf grass while keeping trees healthy ensures a cool city while helping conserve the Colorado River. Existing mature trees within a landscape are the most valuable component, and they should be protected during turf conversion projects. Trees reduce energy usage, provide shade and evaporative cooling, add beauty, protect pollinators and wildlife, they sequester carbon and clean the air. And large trees are very valuable. Many exceed $20,000 and cannot be replaced. The incorrect removal of turf leads to tree deaths. Correct removal of turf promotes deep rooting, which helps trees survive periods of extreme heat and drought. To save your trees, here's steps to ensure success. Examine the trees on your site and determine the current health and condition of each tree. Consider the removal of weak or unhealthy trees that might not survive the transition. Create a landscape plan with new trees if needed, desert shrubs, flowers, and colorful native vegetation with favored colors, textures, and varying heights. Select species that are water efficient and adapted to our climate. The SNWA Regional Plant List offers lots of beautiful selections. Avoid hardscaping and inorganic mulches, especially rocks underneath trees. They reflect heat from the sun. Temperatures of 120 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit have been recorded. This can be disastrous to trees in the vicinity. Complete the irrigation plan for the new landscape. Protect trees during the project. Place a fence around each tree to prevent tree root damage and to eliminate soil compaction under the canopy. The fence should extend to the edge of the tree crown at a minimum. This is called the tree protection zone. A good rule is to allow an area equal to 1 foot radius from the base of the tree for each inch of tree trunk diameter. Make sure you provide deep watering to the tree protection zone before beginning the process. Continue to provide water to the trees throughout the duration of the project. Do not use equipment to strip off valuable topsoil and roots such as sod cutters, skid steers, or heavy machinery in the root zone. Use sheet mulching or selective herbicide for grass. Once the grass is dead, simply scalp the turf down by setting your mower to the lowest height to remove as much grass blade as possible. An even better practice is using an air spade, water jet, or hand remove turf under the canopy to avoid harming your tree roots. Know where your tree roots are and protect them. Buttress roots or large structure roots should be avoided and protected wherever possible to ensure the tree is not structurally impacted. Keep root removal at a minimum. A simple alternative to sheet mulching is to mulch over the grass within the drip line of your tree, which is beneath the tree canopy. Spread the organic mulch to a depth of 5 inches. Pull grass and weeds that may grow up through the mulch. Pull mulch a few inches away from the trunk to prevent crown rot. Replenish and amend soil under the canopy, and beyond if possible, with a compost layer to enrich soil nutrients. Do not increase the soil line above the trunk flare on existing trees. Vertical mulch next to provide more nutrients to the tree. Vertical mulching creates zones of soil improvement for root activity. It reduces compaction by adding air and nutrients in the soil. It can be accomplished by drilling holes or creating trenches. Fill the created space underground with a combination of sand, compost, and fertilizer, and avoid root damage when using this technique. Install new irrigation. And remember, a few emitters at the base is grossly inefficient. Install sufficient irrigation for each tree that will provide 60 to 70% of the water that the irrigation supplied from the turf. Design the irrigation to provide a wetting pattern that fully covers the root zone and beyond when possible. Avoid root damage from trenching by going under roots where possible. Minimize trenching and root cutting and other disturbance to install the irrigation near and around existing trees. The placement of drip tubing on the soil surface is acceptable near older trees. Place trees on a separate irrigation control valve. Monitor the irrigation system closely to ensure that existing trees and new landscape plants are receiving the appropriate amount of water. Add a 4 to 6 inch top dressing of tree mulch, not just bark, extending at least to the drip line of the canopy. Tree mulch should not cover the base of the tree. Cardboard can be used to ensure grass does not return. Place wood mulches or rock mulch over the irrigation infrastructure. Rock mulch should never be used under the drip line of the canopy of a tree. These best practices have been reviewed and approved by the Southern Nevada Water Authority, Nevada Division of Forestry, landscape professionals, and Nevada Plants. The purpose is to help contractors ensure that these turf conversions will save water while also saving our valuable trees. Thank you for watching and saving trees when doing turf conversions.